Hey guys, I hope you're well. My name is Kade McConville and I run the digital agency Embark here in the UK. Just a quick intro, we're one of the founding members of North Commerce and we've launched 2 e-commerce stores this year with North Commerce. I'm excited to bring you this tutorial. It's a query loop tutorial using the North Commerce Bricks plugin. And yeah, I'm sure some of you will know me from the Discord group. If you don't, it's great to meet you. Thanks for joining me for this tutorial and we're going to get into it. So the query loop tutorial, we're going to look at what a query loop is. That's hard for me to say. What elements are available for North Commerce and the Bricks query loops. Then we're going to get hands-on. We're going to design and style a query loop for our store. And then we're going to look at performing basic filters for categories, also known as collections in North Commerce. So what is a query loop? Now, query loops aren't Brick specific. They're known in the WordPress ecosystem, so don't think it's just page builder specific. But it lets you query your database according to parameters, and it renders the results you want inside the loop. So don't find it too intimidating. Basically, it'll take your database information, the type of data. So they give examples here of posts, terms, users. So basically, if I've set up North Commerce products, I want to query them and I want to output them on the front end to show me all those products that I have or certain parameters of products. So it'll make more sense as we get into it, and it's definitely not as overwhelming as you're probably thinking if you've never heard of them. So stick with me and let's get into it. So with this development site that I spun up, we're only going to be paying attention to, you only need the North Commerce and North Commerce Bricks plugin. I believe you can get this from your North Commerce dashboard. The versions are there just for reference if you're watching this video at a later date and there's new features or things look a little different. That's probably why. I'm also going to mention automatic CSS at this point just because we use it as an agency to speed our workflow and our development. If you've never heard of it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to style and design the website without it, and then I'm going to drop bits in to show this is why we use it, and it might actually be a really valuable tool for you as a store owner or as an agency too. With the North Commerce settings, out of the box, it's creating the default pages. So if I just scroll down, we've got the product detail page, the collections page. You can see the shortcodes associated with them as well, and the same for the cart, the checkout, and the thank you page. So obviously important to us at the moment is the collection page. By default, it's if I just go to the collections page here, it's putting in the Gutenberg block shortcode for you, and it gives this out the box display, which is absolutely fine, but we're going to use Bricks to style and give us total flexibility and some real power to build our stores. If I just go back to the products that we've set up, so we've got 3 dummy products that I've just put together. We've got some football boots, football, not soccer, and we've got, I've done it so we've got 1 Adidas football boot and 2 Nike football boots. Also inside, I'm going to go inside this football boot as well because I wanted to show that I've set up a different price for the first variation. So I've got £300 for one size. This is just to help many use cases with different different prices for different sizes, different variants, anything like that. And you can see here on the right, I've got categories here. I've got Nike category, and I've also included some tags as well because they're very powerful when using the query loop as well. So I've got the blank canvas here in Bricks. I'm going to add a section. Adds the container for me, which is what I love about Bricks. And we're going to put a block in, which a block is just 100% full width div. And inside that block, I'm going to add another block. Might not make much sense at this point, but you will see later on the benefit. On the container itself, I'm going to change the display here to grid, and I'm going to let's just add a 3-column layout. So that would be out of the box, plain vanilla Bricks. I'm actually going to right click, and using automatic CSS, I'm just going to click 3. I've got a 3-column grid, really easy. Now inside the bottom block, I'm actually going to put, let's start building it out. I'm going to put an image. Let's have a heading. And let's get some text. So I'm thinking image, product name, and then price. That's my thought process here. So obviously we just got the dummy content here. Now here's the query loop. This is the part that's important. We're going to go on. I'm going to go on the parent div here for the actual card. I'm going to turn my query loop toggle on in bricks. I'm going to then select this icon, and it's already querying the post by default. I don't want posts. I want to query North Commerce products. So if you haven't got this option, double check your installation, double check your plugins, and you've got the bricks integration installed and activated. I'm going to press that, and then nothing changes. Well, that's fine. That's perfectly fine at this point. I'm going to click my image, dynamic data. I'm going to go product image URL. Great, bringing the product images in, fine. I'm going to do the same for heading. Let's take out the dummy text in there. Product name is at the top, and look, it's like magic. It's beautiful. So I'm going to type in the base price there. Now this is just a quick little tip here. Remember that product that I set up with a different price for the variant? What I need to do in this dynamic data, I'm just going to add range to the end of that. I'm going to click off. If it doesn't show, don't worry, don't stress. Just reload the canvas, because bricks can do that sometimes. And there we go, it popped in. I'm just going to be pedantic at this point. With the image, I'm going to set an aspect ratio of 1. I'm styling at ID level now, which is what I don't advise, but I'm just doing this quickly for tutorial purposes. Always style at class level most of the time. And then I'm going to just change the image, because I'm fussy like that. I'm going to change it to a more appropriate size, just to improve performance. And then I'm going to hit save. I'm going to view on front end, and so far within 60 seconds, and I was talking quite a bit, probably less than that if you're doing it for real, I've got the foundations of a collections page here. Obviously this isn't linking anywhere, so what I'm going to do, you can put a link directly on the product title, which some use cases you might want to do, but typically you want to see the whole card clickable, and to be a link to the product page itself. So this is why I put the block inside. If I click this block, which is being query looped, this is actually the grid item, so it doesn't really give me too much of an option to put a link in here. So on this block here, I can then go link, I can do dynamic data. Now the key bit here at this stage, you have to manually put in the products slug, but then using dynamic data, the product slug after it, which will give me that precise product. So let's just hit save there. Refresh here. Let's see what's going on. So here you can see the entire card has a link to it. So if I just click this first product here, it's going to take me to the product page. Don't worry about this product page just yet. There's going to be another tutorial where we style it using the bricks integration. So I'm just going to go back for now, but I just want to prove the concept, prove everything's working and looking great. So in basically no time at all, we've created a very simple but effective collections page. So I'm just going to put a heading in. Let's put a heading in, and I'm going to bring this up to the top of the container. Sorry, let's just pop it in here, and let's just put the title in here, the page title. Let's build this out. So there we go. Got the collections page. Now what you can do, you can create some more pages with your brands, different collections, sale pages, things like that. So what I'm going to do, I've already created in the background 2 little brand pages. So I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy, Command C, and then I'm going to go into the Adidas brand, because now that's what we're going to achieve. That's what we're going to look to achieve, is doing some collection pages specifically. Because I've got that dynamic title in, it's already brought in Adidas. Now I need to go to my query loop. So you can see here we've got a number of products as well. By default in bricks it's 10. I might only want to show 2 for whatever reason, and then it's going to stop it. If you want to show all of them, bear in mind if you've got a large number of products, you could do -1. I'm going to leave it at the default for now. there's ordering controls and things like that. But here, this is where I've got include categories. I can just include Adidas here. And obviously I can go to my Nike one and do exactly the same there. Again, copy and paste. I'm going to my query loop, opening that, sorry, the query loop here, and I'm going to include categories Nike. Now, if I want to go further, Nike and men's, if I had different tags set up, I can further, restrict them by using the tags with the categories. So that's really powerful as well. So I can hit save there. And let's go and refresh here. We've got collections, but obviously we're missing a bit of navigation here. So I'm just going to customize the menu here. And in my menus, I'm going to add some items. I'm going to add Adidas. I'm going to add Nike, and I'm going to nest them under the collections page. So now if I'm clicking collections, it's going to take me to all products, all collection page. And obviously on the drop down then, I've got my Nike page, which is using the query loop to loop through all North Commerce products in the Nike category. Exactly the same for Adidas as well. And on these pages, these are all linking to the product pages as well, because we've done it once. So that's a really quick, a really brief intro there of using query loops in Bricks to loop through the North Commerce products that you've set up in the back end. So as I'm creating products in the back end, they're automatically going to be generated through these loops, and they're going to look great. And then what I would say is, obviously, in the future, I'd love to see, as an agency, as a developer, I'd love to see us only have to create one template, and it would automatically generate for all categories. One product template would work for the collections page. It would work for if I had 15 categories at the moment. Obviously, it's a manual process of doing that, but early days, it's exciting to have this amount of functionality early doors. So I'm looking forward to the future, and it's very functional now. This isn't holding you back. This isn't stopping you from building your stores with Bricks and North Commerce. So yeah, no, this is a really exciting place to be, and I hope that you found this intro, this teaser, this taster query loop tutorial interesting and valuable, and hopefully it'll get you in a really good place to start building your stores with North Commerce and Bricks. So thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to catch you in the next tutorial. My name's Kade, and I'll see you soon.